Hey guys, so I'm doing this series called Are You Okay? And it's about Psalms in Lent. And I am so happy that you're here with me because the Psalm we're talking about today is just one of my favorites for a couple reasons. It's Psalm 77, and Psalm 77 is not one we talk about a lot, and it's probably not one that people say is their favorite, but it has an important message that I think resonates so much with us today. It's about memory and nostalgia and how we think about the past. And this, for a couple different reasons, has been an interesting discussion in the Hergenrader house lately. Elizabeth's working on her AP seminar class right now, and they have to do a project about nostalgia and how this is actually a negative emotion because we almost always remember things in the past differently than how they happened. In fact, we almost always remember things in the past better than they actually were. And that's important because it is part of who we are as Christians to look back and to see our lives and to see God's fingerprints and his influence over what happened. But when we get caught up in nostalgia, we tend to over exaggerate the ways that our circumstances were better or our relationships were better, and we long for how it used to be. And in Psalm 77, the psalmist talks about how he's worried and it's just a stressful time, and just he's not sure how things are going to work themselves out. And then in the middle of this, middle of the night, tossing and turning, anxiety, stressed out, it all feels hopeless. He thinks back to the past, but he doesn't romanticize it, and he doesn't say that, the past were the glory days, and if we could just get back to that, everything would be great if only the circumstances were like that. But instead, he thinks back and he remembers God's goodness. And as Christians, that's what one of the gifts of hope that we have is that we are able to look back and see how God took care of us in the past and took care of our kids or took care of our circumstances. And so it's not that the circumstances were any better. It's not that the years when your kids were little were a sweeter time. It's not that you look back when you were a kid and before technology, that was the great time, because we all know that there were struggles then too. But instead, when we look back, we remember that God was with us, that he was providing for us every minute of every day. And because of that, the past was great. And because of that, the future will be great. And because of that, the present is great. So here's the psalm. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you think about nostalgia a little bit differently. Thank you.
I cried out to God for help. I cried out to God to hear me. When I was in distress, I sought the Lord. At night, I stretched out untiring hands, and I would not be comforted. I remembered you, O God, and I groaned. I meditated, and my spirit grew faint. You kept my eyes from closing. I was too troubled to speak. I thought about the former days, the years of long ago. I remembered my songs in the night. My heart meditated, and my spirit asks, will the Lord reject forever? Will he never show his favor again? Has his unfailing love vanished forever? Has his promise failed for all time? Has God forgotten to be merciful? Has he in anger withheld his compassion? Then I said, I will appeal to this, to the year of the right hand of the Most High. I will remember deeds of the Lord. I will remember your wonders of old. Your way, O God, is holy. What God is like our God? You are the God who works wonders. You have made known your might among the peoples. You, with your arm, redeemed your people, the children of Jacob and Joseph. Your path led through the sea, your way through the mighty waters, though your footprints were not seen.